Now we're gonna get copyrighted.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's see if that pulls up. Yeah, we're up.
That was pathetic.
You were sorry, all I see is
After that laugh, all I can think is, feel good. Oh, God.
I mean, I'm sorry you closed your eyes and was making that face. I'm like, what is it doing right now?
Give it my all.
Oh, my God.
Give my all.
We just started.
Yeah, we did.
Did you pee in your pants a little when you did that?
I don't know if that was pee.
My God.
Oh, God. That's what the face is for.
Yeah.
And I jizzed in my pants.
Ow, my belly.
Man, my allergies are like going crazy right now.
Yeah, everyone at work was miserable today. I volunteered to take the patio. So I'm like, I'm fine.
I've started putting local honey in my coffee.
Is it helping?
I don't know. I just put it in today.
Honey in your coffee?
Yeah.
Honey and coffee is really good, but then having local honey supposed to increase your tolerance to allergies.
Yes,
Why
that
do
is
that?
true.
I just have never heard the combo before.
I mean, it's
There's
probably just a natural sweetener, so instead of sugar, it's honey.
Yeah, there's one of our regulars who comes in. He always puts honey in his coffee.
I was very tempted to buy a honey perfume today.
If you like espresso at Mars Cafe, they do a honey cinnamon almond.
Yum. I can't have coffee, unfortunately. It's too acidic for my stomach and it gives me stomach cramps.
Yeah, we want your only runs to be singing.
Which I can't do those either. That's why I just can sing slow shit, which is apparently difficult.
Springbrook has a one called Honeybee.
Ooh,
It's delicious.
yum! I want to try.
Yes.
Where at?
Scenic Route.
Scenic Route.
It you know where Open Sesame is?
Nope.
Open Sesame is like real close to Zombie Burger, right? It's like
Yeah, it's
It's
like
not
a
street
block
Okay.
away.
yeah. So like a block west.
I know what you're talking about.
It's literally across the street from Open
It's a little
Sesame.
bit better.
Thanks. You think you're the only one who heard?
I heard.
I heard it
I
too.
just didn't want to acknowledge it.
No, thank you. Okay. Should I?
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
4/11/25.
Jesus.
I apologize for what is about to recaplin. A foreword from the author. Y'all, I've had kind of a rough week and I'm pretty drunk without anything in my system. So, sorry if this is a bad recaplian. Big Rod vouched for us with the guild, informing them of how they owed their asses to us, and not Zenny cool. I am still not here, so I'm going to go pee.
Oh, God.
Anna chilled the guild with her abilities and waddled away. Waddle. Veers showed off his swordplay and daggering, resulting in some head of a dummy being decapitated. Dahlia considered a fireball, but I'm sorry, I spaced out. Not sure what she did. Whoo boy, I forgot to type for a while. We chatted in the dungeon of the guild for a while. I fired off my wand against the wall, much to Florence's dismay. We made our way
Making our way.
to the end before our party began. Florence to the to the inn, maybe is what it's supposed to be.
Maybe.
Florence and I pre-gamed while Veers watched, and then joined his ass.
What?
That's abbreviation for assassins. 2 Springbrook ladies tried to flirt with Zav before one settled for Red.
Yeah, it was great.
Dahlia walked out of town with a teenager.
What?
That's what... Anna got propositioned by a Goliath and a bard.
Probably like 22, but yeah.
and sent one off to masturbate to death, I think.
I do recall that.
Yes, I forgot.
Do you remember, I
that.
think Dahlia's 19?
Yeah.
So-
So
yeah,
she's
so-
a teenager.
So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. End of session.
I
Thank you, I think.
think. I love that. Last we left off, our heroes had all gone through getting certified with the Adventurers Guild and identifying the items that they had returned with after the fight with the Jenny, including the Wand of Magic Detection, the Wand of Pyrotechnics, the Saddle of the Cavalier, which I believe Red has, a pair of Sending Stones, a Potion of Hill Giant Strength, which I believe
send it.
Zav picked up.
Mine.
A +1 Scimitar, which I believe Anna picked up.
Sure.
And a smattering of funds which were actually returned to the guild to return to the families of those who had been slain by the Jenny. However, you all received rewards, which we'll talk about.
You guys gave the money back.
What was the scimitar again?
It's +1 Scimitar.
I'm not.
I didn't have that in there.
It's your fault.
It's pronounced Scimitar.
Mother.
Maybe you saw.
Me.
The mayor had also arrived to greet you all after hearing of your return the previous day. This is Roderick Bellamere, the son of the previous mayor, Randall. The mayor announced that the town would throw a celebration for your return as a thank you for defeating the Jenny. Vath Grursk, whom you have learned is the head of Springbrook's detector squad, administered your certifications personally, allowing for some privacy so that he could inquire to your full and honest intentions. Having previously been suspicious that you may have been involved with the cult of Zenicule, he now believes your group to be on the side of good, but was still uncertain to your standing on the present governmental structure. As you were honest and direct with him, he also revealed to you that he does believe the protocols put in place have helped to save lives and have been for the greater good, but that the current arrangement is not sustainable.
Yeah.
His hope is that the defeat of the cult is imminent and that restrictions and enforcement will subside once that has happened, as the Treasury cannot sustain the current scope of enlisted troops indefinitely without some eventual increase in taxes. Warned from the battles of the day, the group took things easy for the remainder of the day before the party. Florence was invited to play with the band, but declined. Zav was hit on by two young women briefly, before Vren persuaded them that they were barking up the wrong tree, as it were.
Correct.
One of those young women set her sights on Red, laying her interest on rather thick. Very flustered Red, unsure of things since the unlocking of his memories of his late wife, politely retreated to the loo before returning with a detour to the bar, requesting the strongest liquor on hand. Being offered a shot, he absconded with the entire bottle, which, after a few purposeful swigs, placed him into a state of inebriation the young woman decided was not worth her efforts. At the same time, the other young woman approached Dahlia and, much more shyly, asked to speak privately. Dahlia, wary of the girl's intentions, kept nearby the party but away enough to speak clearly with each other. The girl expressed her desire to also become an adventurer and help others. That seeing several strong women in the group as saviors of the town is inspiring. As best she can, as they did not travel far from the light of the party, the young girl shares her favorite view of the night sky and the stars. Eventually, also sharing that she had lost a brother to some of the early monster attacks on Springbrook nearly a year back. Meanwhile, Zav took his leave from Vren and returned to his family home to rest and visit more with for the remaining evening. In turn, Vren located Eric to converse, offering her thanks at the, albeit random, flattery that they were once lovers. Vren reveals that it is sometimes disheartening to be seen solely as the leader of the town's clergy and not, as she still is, a young attractive woman. Eric, in turn, revealing to her that his heart pines for another. The two walked arm in arm back to the stage where Eric puts on one final pyrotechnics show for the crowd as the band plays on.
Have to.
Anna, intent on scouting the party for members of the Thundering Irons, finds herself getting hit on by an over-the-top douche bro of a Goliath.
And I hit on it in the way I like.
Anna begins mumbling a response, but before anything happens, the halfling bard leader of the band sneaks up behind the Goliath and strikes him across the back of the head, with a few follow-up kicks once he's fallen to the ground. Offering his apologies, the bard explains that the Goliath tends to hit on any halfling he meets, as if fetishizing their entire race. Anna continues mumbling, and amidst the music and noise of the celebration, the bard is unable to discern that she is, in fact, casting a spell. Confused and unable to understand her, he again offers his apologies and turns to go, when she reaches out to him, grasping his collar, his sleeve, and retaining his attention. And so completes the spell. Casting Gias, she tells the bard to, quote, go fuck yourself. Which, convinced this is an excellent idea, he promptly leaves the celebration to go do. Eventually, the group reunites at the Boar's Head Inn, just as Red is becoming inebriated. Eric joins in drinking as well. As the adventurers reunited, the group decides to retire for the evening to their large provided room at the inn. Quick question here. Zap, when you went home, would you have stayed, or do you think you would have returned to the group?
I'm guessing my parents probably would have gone to bed, and I would have been like, well, this sucks, and probably would have come back.
Okay, so we'll kind of retcon in that Zav also around this time rejoins the group as it's getting late in the evening just before you all retire.
You want some Malort?
Basically.
I ain't falling for that again.
And another quick retcon due to a missing player. As the group all goes to call it evening, Florence lets everyone know that she'll catch up with them all in the morning, as she wants to enjoy the celebration a bit longer.
All right.
And she'll find her own accommodations.
Oh.
The rest of the group retires to their room and begins settling in for the evening. A short time later, the celebration outside seems to die down, and there is quiet for a time as our heroes settle in. Then Eric and Dahlia overhear a small group outside, a detector and two guards moving to investigate something, and a few moments later, all three begin spouting uncontrolled laughter. Slowly the laughter fades away, and after a minute or two, a ghostly white astral projection of Zybilna walks through the wall by the window.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
the
I fucking forgot about that.
Motherfucker.
What the fuck?
I forgot about that.
What the fuck? Wait.
You don't remember
You
that?
did that?
No.
You did that?
Yeah.
Just now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, but you were like whistling and going. I hate that. Like, that's impressive as hell, but wow.
Thank you.
So,
And that is the sounds of May that she's coming to the wall.
Zybilna, you're up on the second story. Floats basically through the wall, astral projection-wise, into the room. The Thundering Irons are on the move. And that was the end of the last session.
I forgot.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So Zybilna stands here in the room amongst all of you. How are you, darling?
I'm well.
It's good to hear. Seems you've...
Were they?
They will wait for just a moment. It seems that you have already been having a bit of an adventure, and she gestures to you. Slightly tattered clothes and some bruising and everything from the fights earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But you're all taking good care of her, I assume.
We're taking care of each other.
The best care.
You have...
Some of us are inebriated right now.
I go to put my hand on her shoulder.
And it passes through as you try to place your hand.
Realize
You
that's not
have
actually her.
Nothing to worry about. I continue to just kind of pet.
Just the air.
Uh-huh.
I think some of us had a little too much fun at the party.
Celebration. You all had a rather successful beginning of the day, it seems.
Where are they?
It has been exceedingly difficult to locate them. While it had only been a couple days for all of you, considerable time has passed in my realm. I have used my abilities to link to other realms to draw out time and allow my abilities to continue searching. I've performed a lot of different scrying on various potential sources. I could not locate any direct members of the Irons, but I did eventually hear a rumor of a group that the Irons might be targeting. I therefore kept an eye on this group of individuals.
Excellent. We shall set out at once. Falls flat on the bed.
Who are they?
The Thundering Irons.
Who are they targeting?
Matters not anymore, they are dead. The group that they targeted, I stayed with for a time. They were near the south end of Greyspire when they set out amongst the road. Sometime after there was an attack on the group.
And that's their last known activity, so that's the direction we head.
They were near there. The Irons seemed to come out of nowhere. My abilities within my astral projection form here are limited to my powers, so I wasn't able to detect various magics at the time. But the group that I was tracking that seemed was likely to be targeted were not the most savory themselves, and as there were no children within the group, I saw no reason to intervene. After the attack, spoils were divided among several different smaller groups, who separated and began moving in different directions. I tracked one of those groups, who, as they traveled, began sprinkling a powder along the path as they went. This powder seemed to cover all traces or tracks of their movement. Sometime later, that small group split again, this time turning themselves invisible. But just before they left, one mentioned that they were regrouping further south, and that the encampment would be similarly relocating to the edge of the Dreadmoors, a half-day northwest of Weymont.
So why don't you actually come here and use your efforts for good? Instead of merely using an astral projection.
I do not often spend time in other realms. There are risks to going to other realms, and there are benefits to being able to project myself, one of which being that I can do it in many places at once. I have promised that I would help you locate the Thundering Irons, not that I would eliminate them for you.
I'm not asking you to eliminate them. I'm asking you to locate them. And it seems your efforts would be better if you were actually here than a mere projection.
Let's not anger the archway.
Fuck off.
The location is close to us. Very close, actually.
One of the groups is close to us. We don't know if they're close to the Thundering Irons or not.
It's a start.
The main encampment is moving. I assumed that would be your target.
I want them all dead.
The main encampment would seem likely place to find them all.
What if we're going about this the wrong way? Hunting them. What if we draw them out?
How?
Become a group that they'd want to target.
Who do they target?
Anybody, it sounds like.
Perfect. We're doing that.
I have been unable to scry directly on the members who I did see. There is some magic that is protecting them from divination magics. It does sound as though the entire camp is slower to move. You know a general area that they will be located for several days, and I will continue to investigate and provide insights as I can. I agree. You should go to the area, do your best to find anything that you can, or make yourselves targets to draw them out to you.
Do anything we can to draw them out to us.
So, you are all currently in Springbrook. So they were located near Greyspire to the south of the place, where this attack happened. What you had heard was that they were moving to the edge of the Dreadmoors, just northwest of Weymont.
Oh, I thought they were in Weymont. Okay, well, that's still closer.
So
It's about a day and a half travel to Weymont from where you are now.
and what you're saying is we need to draw attention to ourselves. How could we do that?
Have we already not done that?
Eric's hands start to glow with fire.
They want resources. They want money. Anything of value.
We have that.
We do have that. Dress you up as a fancy noble.
I am fancy.
Dress you up as a fancy noble.
Act fancy.
The bumbling guards who are conscripted to escort you to perhaps the Grand City, perhaps Greyspire, wherever you have business.
I think Greyspire would make more sense, since that's where they were last seen headed to.
If they're so good at covering their tracks, then why not make them come to us?
There's no guarantee.
No, there's not.
There's also not a guarantee of us finding them either. This might be the better idea.
Fine. We head that way. If we get any tracks, we'll follow them. If not, we become the bait.
Agreed.
I will wait in the shadows.
I will practice my fancy accent.
As you're all having this conversation, Veer, who's kind of been sitting off to the side, staring at Zybilna, suddenly says, "How is the child?" And she turns to him. "She is safe, but away from me for this time. It is safer, but she is with others that I trust, and I check in frequently. She seems quite happy."
Has she mentioned any desire to go back home?
She only has memories of being rescued, and where she is now.
She could be great bait.
She is not to be bait.
I said could.
Out of character laughter.
Veer still staring at Zybilna. Has she shown any abilities? And Zybilna kind of tilts her head slightly. Looking at Veer's. All touched by the Feywild have abilities. She's being well guided, but I will not say more of it. Hope you understand it is out of an abundance of caution to keep her safe.
What are they talking about? The child that Anna brought back.
I wish to see the child.
I want a child!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I must go. Time spent here means my realm must move at the same pace. and I'm still catching up on everything that has happened across several realms during the period my sisters were in control. There is much to do. I will keep in touch, sometimes as you see me now, sometimes through sendings. I will convey anything that I find.
See that you do.
You returned the life you stole to me, and I will fulfill my end of the bargain in helping you locate the Thundering Irons. Head toward Weymont. Scour the area north. Perhaps entreat yourselves as wealthy individuals to be targeted. Anything more I find, I will relate to you. And she turns to you. Take care.
You as well. Bye, Mom. Yeah.
Bye, adoptive mom.
I was getting ready to be like, stop being a bitch to my mom.
That's my mommy!
No, you're real
It's okay. She was a bitch to my mom, too.
It's okay. I just gave you all the side eye. It's fine.
It's a good thing I'm drunk
She's
at this
not
point,
even
or I
your
would have said a
mom.
lot more.
Huzzah!
Bye, fairy godmother.
Well, we should probably get some rest if we're gonna head out in the morning for
Then first light it is.
Greymont.
Yeah, that thing.
Someone's gonna have a headache in the
You literally crossed the two. Okay, so
Should we not leave a note for... Fuck, I forgot it. Florence?
well, it's still you haven't done a long rest yet.
No, but if Anna wants to move at first light, Florence isn't back with us by that time. She's gonna want to know where we've gone.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You sound very confident.
In the morning. We shan't forget. Me shan't forget.
So, Zybilna is left. You're all sort of finalizing, settling in. Are you going to do watches, or are you all going to just rest at once?
Watch.
Hey, this is my home. Fuck a watch.
I think she fucks clocks.
I think everybody in the group tilted their heads at you for that one.
That does clocks? I thought this was a joke from a previous session. No? Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna take the time to
What?
prepare the fine steed spell,
Okay.
and then I'll probably pass out.
Okay.
I'm like, what?
What is going on? What is going on? Da-da-da-da.
So you want to
Yes.
take a walk. Viz will do a watch. Does anyone else want to do a watch?
I'm too drunk to watch.
I can do a watch.
Okay.
I'm
So-
too drunk to watch.
So that'll
Never
that'll
stop
give
me.
You might be trustworthy of this place, but I am not. Ever since I got my mind trying to.
Who wants first, second, and third?
I said first already.
So you'll take first,
I'll take second.
second. Okay, here's one. You have last. Okay. So
Alphonse wants to take fourth watch.
Are we both rolling?
so go ahead and roll a perception for me for the first watch. As the rest of you settle in. Anything else you want to discuss before bed?
Oh.
14.
What a day. What a day, what a day.
What a
Right,
sad
guys?
day.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. I was saying something out of character. Never mind. It wasn't in character.
Excuse you.
Thanks.
Well, I think I'm gonna go to sleep.
It's for the past.
I'm already passed out.
Red.
Let's see if we're about to go to bed.
Take a nap right here.
And yeah, Zav, are you staying at the inn or do you traverse home?
I go home.
Okay.
And who knows when I get to be under that roof again.
Okay. So as you leave and head back through the streets, you do see a couple of patrols out, but nothing out of the ordinary. There's still a few stragglers from the party, a couple stumblings of people who are
Sure.
similarly to Red, quite inebriated and finding their way as best they can. But you return back to your home without any incident and head to your bed.
Head in my bed.
Oh, I forgot that I had wanted to see the temple for a while.
So first watch, 14 you said?
Yes.
The evening, like there's an irateness and energy going on about you with the first information you've had of any general location to the Irons. There is frustrations of not knowing exactly where there are, but an anxiousness to get moving. It's distracting, but the time passes and there are no sounds or incidents that you perceive during your watch. Hiya. So I'll have you roll perception as well.
24.
24.
Damn.
So Anna awakens you and you set up and sort of settle in. She lets you know there wasn't anything from her watch that she had heard. With that perception too, you definitely pick up from Anna that there is a higher level of irateness than usual. She's definitely spinning a little bit.
She's spicy.
And it takes her some time to actually find rest, but she does eventually go to sleep. About 2 hours into your watch, there's a knock at the door.
Fuck away!
Land
I'm
chart.
not there.
I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Roll for courage.
Or what you can do.
Is there any way I can somehow check without opening the door to see who it is?
So with your perception, you did hear some steps in the hallway before the knock.
Okay.
But they seem to be further down. Those steps seem to stop a little ways further down, and then there was a knock at the door.
Is the knock loud enough to wake me up?
Or any of us up.
Not yet.
Damn.
Why do I feel like this is my
And
fault?
with that one, there is a little bit of rousing in the group.
Okay.
I
Shut
can
up.
go check.
This Vath, I must speak with you.
Who the fuck is that?
Bath is something you take when you're stinky.
Vath.
I know.
Motherfucker.
I'm
Miss Vath?
Bath.
Do we know who? Sorry, out of character. Do we know who this
Yes,
is?
we do.
Yeah, Vath is the
guy who
leader
tried
of the
to-
detectives. He was the one who.
Oh.
Who tried to ping you?
Yeah, I don't know if I like
He,
that.
he was the one who did all the assessments of everyone.
Okay,
that you had
I'm
a
waking
conversation.
people up, and I'm gonna tell people Vath is here.
I'm going to wild shape into a spider.
Okay, I'll go to the door.
I can go to the door. I just need people awake.
And then crawl through a little crawl space.
So I'll go to open the door.
I'll start to get my clothes on.
Didn't
How
realize
can
you
I
had him
help you?
off.
Good evening. I must speak with you all. May I step in?
He's a vampire.
Sure.
Come on in.
But I will speak to you.
Dude, I saw Scissors. It was so good.
I apologize for rousing you all at this late hour. There's been an incident. There's been a discovery of an individual cursed by magic. This individual was discovered in a room here at the inn.
Do we know who it is?
Ren was brought in to lift the curse. Thankfully, she still had one left to do so for this day.
Oh, my old flame.
The curse was difficult to lift.
I'm sure it was.
It was a higher level than the remove curse that Vren cast. And it was a bit of a struggle to push through and alleviate.
Nice.
Calm yourself.
Roll stealth for me.
There's just a spider giggling in the
Yes,
corner.
exactly. That's what's happening.
What is happening?
Roll some.
Remember the curse that she put on the guy?
Is it really a curse?
Oh, that! Oh! Now it's clicking why she was laughing. Okay.
It was very difficult to lift.
It's 11.
11.
There's just a spider.
Okay.
Oh, it's one of those.
And in
Here comes the
speaking,
consequence.
in speaking, that does pause for a second, and the rest of you, well, except for
me.
you, 'cause you're not, so the three of you, roll perception. Please.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I rolled a 5.
You're still drunk as fuck.
12.
12.
No wonder you're shit.
That one.
So
You're drunker than me.
You're both just kind of standing there. You notice Beth pause for a second. You notice his eyes shift to where Anna is, but come back to the group. Once the curse was lifted, the individual explained that someone cast a spell on them during the celebration this evening. And with that, he does turn back directly looking where you are.
Womp womp.
The individual identified you.
Are you saying that in character?
Yes.
Are you speaking to him? Like, telepathically?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Are you talking to that bug?
I wondered how you were responding to the rest of the group. That's not magic. That's something else. It's fascinating.
Oh, that's just a spider. I can get it. Hold on.
Are you actually...
I grab his arm and force it down and be like, no.
Would your character have actually like taken a swat at the spider?
I'm up in a crawl space.
I mean, he's
If I
consuming a lot of
can't,
alcohol.
can I see her if she's in a crawl space?
The way that you were laughing, I get the sense of like you were at least peeking out. Like you've been seen.
As a
So-
tiny ass spider
yeah.
and he's drunk?
You're also...
Do we know?
They wouldn't have seen me shift, I would think.
I saw you shift.
You did.
Mm.
Drunk ass here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I don't think my character knows where Anna
Okay.
is right now.
Okay.
Kill the spider.
So you're kind of looking like
Right.
at what he's talking to.
I'm not going to
and
kill the
you're
spider.
like,
I'm just kind of swatting it away.
Yeah.
I think.
You're like shooting at it. So, I need you to come down.
Can I go back to bed?
Or what?
Why does Anna insist on pissing off every single person of authority?
You could
Eric,
just
we have to be
stop at
professionals.
person.
I'm not actually
I have
here.
urgent business to attend to in the morning.
This cannot wait.
Uh-oh.
Neither can
I hope you understand. I came here and asked to come up just myself because of the conversations that we have had. Because I didn't want to show, to appear with a show of force.
Oh god, I wish I hadn't left the party. Oh shit.
All right, yeah, let's
but
go.
the law has been broken,
What law?
and the magistrate has ordered us to come and bring Anna forth.
Fuck.
She.
What law?
The not being able to do spells in town.
That's right.
Oh.
It's not simply
Sure.
doing spells in town.
Or-
She casts a spell on somebody else.
You
against their
can't
will.
prove that.
Well,
We
he just said that the guy identified her.
What if she was?
I can identify anyone.
That is why we need to go see the magistrate.
Hearsay. Objection.
You'll have ample opportunity.
Oh,
Do
it'll be
so.
ample. I'll represent you. Let's do this.
It's the worst idea.
I'm going to cast Windwalk.
That might even be a worse idea than Eric being your lawyer.
Hey. I can do it.
Blade Strike LLC.
I watched a lot of Court back in the capital city.
You'll do well here in the Emerald City.
One short day.
I want that to be a
Football Sunday.
And quite honestly, I'm not even gonna try to convince Anna to back down because she's gonna tell me to fuck off. So
So
Just
I mean, you could still try to tell her.
Just turn yourself in. There'll be nothing wrong that'll happen.
Vath does
They can't prove anything.
see that you are casting a spell. He does actually let the spell go through, but immediately afterwards casts dispel magic.
Oh.
So it would be under.
So you became well. Wait a minute.
You lose a slot.
1 second.
Slot. I am on.
Actually, sorry. You would not be able to complete. Windwalk is a 1 minute casting time.
Okay.
So.
Just your allergies aren't going crazy.
no, my throat.
Well, I know that, but like my eyes.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
I push my fingers into my
Eyes. It's the
only way. Slowly starts the ache.
But it's made of all the
Things I had to take.
Copyrighted.
Jesus is never ends. Push his way inside. If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it. Bum, 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 bum. This is Iowa.
It's my
So-
all-time favorite one.
You say the anthem.
The anthem?
So, is
Save
the
big
anthem.
money at the Nards. That's the Iowa anthem, right?
Yeah, fair.
Thank
The
you.
tagline after. It's like that.
See, I always liked.
Windwalk also has a verbal component, which you would not be able to do without a spider.
I gotta go fast. I gotta go fast.
So we're gonna have to kind of step back. If you want to try to cast it, you would have to come out of wild shape.
Fine, I won't cast.
So
Anna will undo herself as a spider.
And that don't make it any harder.
Jesus,
on
Anna,
yourself.
warn us before you do that.
Who's Jesus?
Or Malika, what's the fucking...
Malachi!
Awareness.
Remy Malik, please help.
That's what the hell's.
Mathanier, for the love of God. For the love of Mathanier. Warn us before you do that.
Who I worship.
from the initial investigation, while the magic was powerful, it does not seem like the curse was overly violent or overly dangerous.
I wanted him to have a good time. You should thank me. After all, him and his buddy were trying to force me to do something I did not want to do.
Human interaction.
That is worthy of note and something we can present to the magistrate. So you are admitting that you cast the spell.
Hey,
Eric.
she doesn't have to say anything to you. We know our rights.
Eric. Shh.
It does seem that you may be in need of a public defendant.
Sorry, you needed need. That's what the Goliath thought. I did not. I'm not in need.
Nice.
From the initial investigation, knowing what I've seen so far, and your admission to it thus far, I will agree to be a public defendant for you, which would keep any conversation we have here private.
Insight check.
Like an insight check.
Oh, I see how you're playing that.
13.
We
You
can
go to
trust
dice jail.
There does not seem to be any deception in what you say.
Is he human?
I believe.
Are we dancers?
Hmm?
Or are we dancers?
Oh,
I
are we
I
human?
think we may have established Vath as a half elf.
Yeah, I thought he was some kind of elf.
Yeah.
So he's half
See?
human.
Yeah.
Half.
Easy.
Are we dancing?
Only we can
Veers
say.
turns to you. This is what you did.
You weren't there.
This is what you were talking about when I returned tonight. You cast a spell on the lead singer of the band of the celebration in our honor.
Let me put it like that.
Didn't you just berate Eric, but a few hours earlier, about being too obvious in our abilities and intentions?
Well, he's
Yes.
stupid.
No. Didn't you chastise Zav for sharing too much with his parents?
They're collateral.
Did you
Good.
just?
I'm so glad I'm not there. Actually, now.
I was gonna say, what the?
Now I'm glad I'm not there. Ooh, friendship over.
You're not there.
I know.
You did
This
not
is all just
say
a
that.
Veers too, right? We're not hearing
Yep,
any
you
of this.
can't hear
Okay.
shit.
Oh.
No.
Okay, I can't hear shit. Oh man.
Wait,
Our characters
you can
can't
hear what
hear
Veers
this.
says.
Yeah,
but-
Veers
but
What
her-
Veers says,
her
but
response is
we
coming
can't
from
hear the
her.
response that she doesn't care about Zap's family.
But you can see Veers is pissed.
That's unusual for him.
You shun and attack those who are here to help you. Why do you want to find the Thundering Irons?
Is that a rhetorical question? Or are you
No,
just
I am asking you because is this actually about justice? Do you want to stop them? Do you want to defeat them? Find vengeance for your family, for your people? Because if you want those things, you're going to need help.
There's a difference between vengeance and justice.
You're strong,
So,
Anna,
right now.
but you're not invincible. And any one of us here could give you a run for money. You wanting to take on a well-established organization, one that's been around for near 2 decades, and that has broadly eluded capture or justice in all that time. So, do you want to win? Or you just want to find them so you can go out in a solar blaze of glory?
Someone's had a drink tonight.
I want the truth. I want an honest answer from you for once.
We have wasted so much time in a realm that was unimportant and not necessary. And now that we have a clue, I have to then waste more time with bumpkins in this town that I do not care for.
You cursed somebody.
I've done worse.
To people who were deserving. That's why I've joined with you for all this time. The people you were hunting deserved to be hunted.
You make it sound like I was asking him to flay himself every single day.
How long does the spell last?
A month.
And you would have kept that spell running the entire month.
Once it's cast, I can't undo it.
Are you specifically lying about that, or are you unsure?
I'm unsure, but
Yes, I'm pretty sure you can release.
no, I don't think you can. It's not a concentration spell.
It's not concentration.
Do it. Yeah.
Do it. Quick,
Do it.
Here we go.
You can end the spell early by using an action to dismiss it.
Got me down.
You could let it go. No choice.
I thought that meant by using remove curse or something.
No,
Or dispel magic.
that's what other people have to do in order to remove it.
Yeah,
you,
that's
you
what it
yourself
says.
can use an act just as an action. You can say, "Okay, it's done," and it ends.
Well, she was under the impression that she couldn't. Once it's cast, it's done.
I want that fluff. I want that fluff. Get that cat. Get that cat. Give it to me.
We are all here to help you. You have an entire group who you've met, by the way, by going on that unnecessary trek.
Unnecessary track.
You have a group with you now.
We saved our friends.
You have a fighting
Wait, I'm up here.
chance.
I mean,
Now, this one, and points over to Eric. He had committed to a blood pact in the Feywild with you.
Hmm?
I don't know how much longer any of us will stick around with how you've been treating us.
Eric, you did a blood pact?
Yeah.
No big.
Is this actually a quest for vengeance? Or is this just the longest suicide note in history?
Ooh!
I know where you stole that quote from. Are you done?
You're turning yourself in,
Or what?
or I'll take you in.
Oh shit!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're going to make all of us fugitives if you try to run from this?
You didn't do anything.
You think that's how it works?
You're not my accomplices.
Ow! Oh!
We're part of a party together. Of course they're going to come seek us out, trying to find you if you flee from this. Vath steps forward.
Vath has just been like,
Only getting half of the conversation.
It does seem as though this was mostly intended as lighthearted, let's put it. I believe we can convince the magistrate of that. There will likely be a fine. There won't be any terrible punishments. I cannot say for certain if there would be no jail time. If there would, it would be a matter of days at most.
I don't have days. We have people who are literally killing as we speak.
Then talk to me. Tell me what happened, and let's see if we can get you out of town. I came to the room myself because I wanted to deliver this information as it is, and I wanted you to know that I wasn't coming here under force, but the magistrate did not send me alone.
Let me put it this way. You better uphold your end of the bargain, or there will be a price to pay. There are people who are worse and need more attention than I, and you are wasting it on me for a silly little spell versus people who will genocide entire races, and you've done nothing about it.
How long ago did you learn that silly little spell?
Days.
So it's something new and more powerful that's come to you recently. So you don't maybe have the full understanding of it yet. That's something we can work with.
I'll write that down.
What happened with the individual in question?
One of his overly large companion tried to insinuate himself and prey on me. That was who the spell was originally intended for.
How did the spell change target?
Once the spell was done, it had to go somewhere, and he was the closest. So instead of me saying something remotely violent, I just said something that I'm sure any bard would enjoy, which was to go fuck themselves. Sue me.
They are.
Motherfucker.
I can't hear you.
The magistrate will have to decide on any punishment. But it does sound like it would be a minor offense.
Did the bard at least enjoy it?
We may have an opportunity to ask him. You have been called before the magistrate now.
Then let's not waste time. I have places to be.
And one more thing. And he steps back slightly through the door and picks up a piece of heavy armor, metal. I'll need you to put this on.
What is this?
You are a druid. Heavy metal armor should nullify your ability to cast spells. I thought that it would be more acceptable to you than iron manacles.
Again, you better hold your end of your bargain.
I've already told you I will be your public defender.
That is not what I intended to say. You said you would help make sure that my time is not wasted. I have people to handle a job that you have all failed to deal with for years. Let me at least clean up something that you have all been incompetent of doing yourselves. Get me out of this.
I will do what I can.
You'll need to do better.
You will need to find it within yourself. To be humble. And to show remorse for the situation.
Hey, Savi.
Just a baby. Just a baby.
Veers does step forward.
A very murder-happy baby.
We are still with you. We will accompany you.
Stop talking to me, blank slate. She's gonna follow Vath in the heavy armor.
And Veers stands there for a few moments. And then walks out after the two of them. The rest of you follow as well, or you stay in the room?
I drunkenly get up and start waddling my way.
Waddling away.
Or boy.
Because he's drunk.
Yep.
I get it.
Well, it's leaning more towards the hungover bit at this point, probably.
So as you all exit the room, Alec
the room?
Alektar was outside in the hallway.
Tar!
Who?
So Alektar is another Inquisitor. He was going to be the one sent with Red to deal with the Ginny.
Oh.
What an unfortunate
Shouldn't I?
name.
I just think of Electhar.
Think of Aladar.
Oh, it rained.
Yee. Oh. Did you not see the radar?
No, I'm looking outside. The pavement is raining.
As you come downstairs, you also notice outside there is a squad of Vanguard troops
Great.
that had been stationed ready.
Love it.
Can you imagine
Oh,
all
what
of
a-
us
what
just
troops?
looking at this little halfling
Vanguard
and everyone's
troops.
like, what the fuck?
As Vath and Anna exit, he nods to the troop, who does turn. And a couple of them move along with them, a couple of the rest of them disperse to the rest of the town. But they had basically brought in people in case this had turned ugly.
I turn to Electar and I'm like, you brought all this Vanguard for one little halfling?
We didn't know if she would have help with fleeing, and it's not just us. It is standard procedure that they put the Black Guard on standby when there are adventurers of gold level or higher that are believed to have potentially gone rogue.
No wonder they haven't called the Thundering Irons. That's what she's gonna say out loud so Vath can hear. Such a waste of resources.
And
Just not
yeah,
to
no,
Electar.
I was going to say, Florence isn't here, so none of you would know about the Blackguard. So, yeah.
Blackguard. What is that?
They're guards, but they're black.
Racist.
What?
The Blackguard is an elite set of troops, the most powerful troops
These are their stories.
of the Vanguard. There's no way for all small towns to be able to contend with large threats. The Blackguard is what's called in when more dangerous entities than you or I show up.
So were they already here then?
No, they were put on standby. They're still in the capital, but they would have been teleported in.
Oh, okay.
They would have been teleported in had you tried
Gotcha.
to fight.
In this little town, an elite squad known as the Black Guard.
Dun dun.
These are their stories.
Dun 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 dun.
Red
Yep.
and Eric, make an insight check.
Insight check.
Let me get insight here.
Ayo?
That's a 7.
He's still hungover.
I'm having really bad rolls today.
Is
Wow.
Yeah, this one's going away.
so. Oh,
I mean, I can use my inspiration if we're not going to run into any like actual battles today. I was kind of saving that for a battle.
Who knows? We might.
It's just
On the beach.
yeah. All you know is basically what's the obvious. Alektar is a platinum level adventurer and also part of the Vanguard,
Okay.
Yes.
and he is basically saying that these Blackguard are well above his power level.
Ah,
And as a platinum level, he is stronger than either of you.
we could take okay, so
You don't because they were low insights. You don't know exactly how much stronger compared to other things.
can
in
they
the States,
see us right now?
I mean, I imagine, but they just left.
Are they left?
Well, you got so you were like leaving and walking through the hallway, and then like through the. So you were talking with Akbar as you traveled.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Vath, Veers, and Anna are closer to the front, and then you all are a touch further behind.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They're gone?
well, were you traveling with them, or
Oh.
what was this? I guess what are you wanting to do, or what are you curious about?
Never mind.
Okay.
Keep your secret.
I was gonna say like we could like have you like hold back or something like that or something. But...
No. I was gonna be very careless.
Probably not the best thing to do right now.
Let's see. So I have not actually assigned particular space to this. I think.
So did Anna leave with them? Did you say?
Yeah.
So Anna went with
Vath and
Vath. Put on the armor. Went with Vath. Veers followed almost directly behind them. As you all exited the hallway, they went down. Alaktar was there. The three of you walked with Alaktar, who were like
We had a
maybe 10
conversation.
feet back from them.
Yeah.
As you stepped outside, saw the guards that were stationed there, and then Alaktar told you that they also had put the capital's black guard on standby, and that they, basically in like high level events they get teleported in to help contend.
Yes.
with things.
Yeah.
Someone should go get Zav.
That's the three of you. So
I can go.
I will also go. How's that?
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Follow the Vanguard.
Oh,
Wouldn't it make more sense for you two to follow Vanguard and I'll go get Zav? Zav will know where he's going.
yeah. I'll follow Vanguard.
I'll go get Zav.
okay, so you kind of rush down the alley nearby the inn and make it to Zav's house. And so we knock on the door.
How late is it?
It is like 3 to 4 in the morning.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just for brevity's sake, I'll just say that I was the one who answered that. Because, man, there'd be a whole... What the fuck do you want?
Yeah, because the parents would probably be upstairs. I think you might have had like a ground floor room of your own, so you would have been closer anyway.
That makes sense.
So
So yeah, I'll take a peek.
so
I put on my big gruff whisper. Who is it?
Zav, it's me.
Talia.
Yeah.
Wait. He opens the door. It's like looking.
We've got some trouble.
What?
Anna's been taken to the magistrate.
What?
Go get dressed. I'll explain on the way.
What?
Go get dressed. I'll explain on the way.
Okay,
I'm
come
sorry.
in, get in.
and as you step in, your mother does in like a like a what's going on?
Apparently there's some trouble, but well, I'll take care of it. Go on. It's fine.
Okay.
Everything will be okay.
And she
I just need Zav.
yeah kind of looks between the two of you, a little worried, but also knowing you're a very capable person. So take care. Be careful. She kind of heads back upstairs.
I'm sorry, Zav, if it wasn't urgent.
Okay. He is not a morning guy. He's gonna run quick, get dressed, and yeah. Okay. As soon as he come back out, it's like, okay, tell me everything.
And I recap.
As we make our way.
So you head in.
Scream light.
Yeah, pretty much.
You head in sort of a rush sense through the streets as you're explaining the situation to Zav. So, actually, I think we'll go ahead and call break as you are all just arriving to the magistrate's
Okay.
Give me a
offices.
break.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that football cream.
Football cream?
Fancy feast.
Thank you. Hair for men.
Kit Kat bar.
Claude Van Damme.
Mute now.
It's Howl's Moving Castle. Won't you know?
So I said
need
the
more
Sheila
wine?
says.
No.
Oh shit!
There is
Don't like
any,
that.
any like an orange.
Ah, I hate that.
There we go. Because it is late at night and you guys are in chambers, so there's torchlight.
Okay.
I'm gonna find a good time.
Can you decipher that?
I'm just having a good time.
Are you?
Right now, yes.
So,
Zav didn't know about the curse happening, right? Like he left
Nope.
the party
No, he left the
before.
party long
Okay,
before
so
that
this
happened.
is all brand new information. Love that for him.
yeah.
Nice.
So,
What have I told you about the curse though?
Probably. Like that was the whole reason that Anna got taken away.
Curse.
yeah, I would say in the walk you can like whatever you would have
Okay,
shared.
They arrested me
on the
based
walk.
on my race.
Racists.
So, and specifically, as the two of you are arriving at the courtroom, Vath and Anna have set up at one table. There is another individual and the bard leader of the band at another table in front of a large desk. An individual to the side of the desk speaks up. All rise for the Honorable Magistrate Earl Lockhart.
I did make a spell that book.
And you see a rather older, gnarled gentleman, black robe, come into the room and step behind this large elevated table. What on God's green earth could have happened for you all to wake me at 4 in the morning?
Uh-oh.
And the prosecutor on the other side says, Magistrate, my apologies. This needed to be investigated forthwith. And the magistrate puts his hand up, so hold on. And kind of gestures to the prosecutor, the defense, Anna, and the bard. Puts his hand up. Here in the sight of the gods, do you swear that any testimony you give will be true to the best of your knowledge? And that, yes, sir. Prosecutor, yes, magistrate. Bard kind of looks back and forth between the two of them, like, well, yes. And Vath kind of turns to you. Magistrate, my apologies. The defendant is not overly vocal. Any assertion she can make, but she needs to assert. That'll do. Sit down. All right.
Hold on. Let me.
I'm just a baby.
Are you a kid? Do you need help? Or are you gonna stay there? Okay.
Just stay there. All right.
I'm role playing.
I feel like you're LARPing right now.
You are barely in. Like you're,
Are you making fun of the fact I'm short?
yes, absolutely. So the rest of the fates are in the gallery. Dahlia, the two of you enter in and join with the rest of the group sitting there. You also, looking around, do see that the other members of the band are also in the gallery. So there's the older male human, the femme halfling, the silver dragonborn, and the female half-elf that were playing on the band. Playing with the bard, and then playing after the bard left for the evening.
Is there a groom side and a bride side?
What the fuck do you think we're doing here?
Court.
No one is getting married. Anna's on
I'm not
trial.
getting
You
married
understand that, right?
today.
Yes. Yeah.
That'd be funny if you got forced to be married to this other half.
Would not.
All right, proceed, and gestures to the prosecutor. It's like, magistrate, it was discovered overnight that this individual had been cursed. Upon relieving the curse, defendant of having... 1 second.
Cursed. I say blessed.
God.
See, even
Said OBS disconnected, but then it's fine. So I'm gonna
the internet's on my side.
Yeah, apparently. Vath does speak up. Magistrate, there was a spell cast. It seems to have been a minor effect. There was no grave danger to this effect. All right. Let's hear the tale. Like, who's? He points down to the bar. It's like, you're the one who was attacked. Sure. Like, all right, get up here, and gestures him up.
I mean, he was.
So he comes up to the stand. All right, what happened? And the bard begins to explain about was playing during the celebration, noticed that a Goliath that he is very familiar with of the name Borg was approaching Anna. He interceded and struck Borg because he knew him to be a very shallow, callous person who tries to fetishize any halflings. And the magistrate stops him there. He's like, hold on. So, I just want to get this right. You assaulted someone? Is this individual also here? And the bard's sort of like, and the prosecutor's like, magistrate, that's not the issue at hand. Like, well, he just admitted to hitting somebody.
Now I see why the Thundering Irons have not been looked after at this point.
All right.
Very incompetent.
We'll come back to that. Please continue. So, the bard continues to tell of Gorg crawling away. He introduces himself to Anna, who is mumbling something he can't hear over the party, so he apologizes and goes to excuse himself. She then reaches out to take his sleeve, turns back around, at which point he feels a magical presence come over him, and he kind of stutters and pauses, like, son, it's 4 a.m., spit it out. She told me to go fuck myself.
What?
Sounds like her.
And the magistrate kind of looks from the bard over to Anna for a second. And then back to the bard. It's like, and so he's like, yes, so I did. So I left the celebration, I went and took hold of myself. Yes. So
Objection, hearsay.
Stop! Shut the fuck up!
commentary from the gallery will not be permitted. If there are further outbursts, I will have the gallery empty.
Oh, sorry. I am actually part of the co-council.
Shut up.
If it wasn't forbidden, I would cast silence on you right the fuck.
Apologies. Please proceed.
Please, for me. I'm so tired.
He turns back to the bar. And when you tried to stop, it's like there was pain.
Oh.
And the prosecutor attorney, whatever the spell was, caused the defendant to experience severe pain anytime he attempted to stop. And so he was forced to continue.
Which also caused pain.
cross-examination. What were you, and Vath steps forward, what were your intentions when you approached Anna? I was trying to shoo off Gorg. He's... And you had no other intentions on her? No? What do you... Well, halfling and another halfling at a celebration. People are getting inebriated. Was there any ulterior motive, any other intent in your approaching her? No, I mean, she's a hero. Of course I'd want to talk to her, but no, I didn't have any intentions. I was just trying to get Gorg away.
Wow, I'm not cute to you. Fine.
Funnily enough, that's basically where Vath goes. Like, so you're not attracted to the defendant. You're not interested. Well, I mean, she's very attractive. Sure, that's fine. Thank you very much. You may step down. So he steps down. Magistrate, there will be some difficulty in having the accused communicate for herself. I can try to relay some information for it. She will still have to come up and take the stand. So Vath gestures for you to come around, to come seated next to her. I can't tell from where you are if that's what you do. You get up and go over to... Okay. Let the record show she did a little bobble.
Waddle, waddle.
I'm just
And
thinking
she
of
waddled away.
Home Improvement. What's his face?
Oh,
Wilson.
yeah.
Wilson.
Terry?
Wilson.
No.
Wilson.
Wilson.
Why do I think Terry?
I don't know.
That's really weird.
Mm-hmm. You're a weirdo.
I am. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Welcome.
I deserve that.
Move.
So,
A needle
in
pulling
our-
thread.
in our discussions earlier, your original intent was to target the spell toward Gorg, who was being inappropriate with you, is maybe the best way to put it. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yep. Inappropriate.
And when you say correct, do you just say it to Vath? Do you speak so that more broadly that people can hear?
Are you saying do I ask for like anyone in the vicinity to hear?
Yeah. Are you projecting out the telepathy to others or just Vath?
Just that.
Okay. That's like you'll need to assert some way that others can tell.
Is he asking me to spread it to every other people? That's a big word for Anna.
He's asking you like assert it like the same as he said before of like she has to affirm in some vocalization. That'll work. So you were concerned about this individual casting the spell. The other individual here, seated here, came up, seemingly attacked this person, and then tried to speak with you. Did you at this point feel like you were being played, that there was something else going on here?
Shall I explain and you repeat?
Miracle Layers.
Or would you like for me to talk to the judge directly?
Perhaps if you could explain to the judge directly. And the magistrate sort of, what are you saying?
When you're someone of my size, seeing someone who is 5 times that of your own, you cannot help perceive anything like that as anything but a threat. And so I took matters into my hands to make sure that I was protected, as our sizes are anatomically not fit.
And the magistrate kind of shakes his head. Well, that's new.
It's also like
That was out of character. That was an out of character. That was an out of character laugh.
The magistrate turns to the rest of the group. So everyone here is aware she is speaking to me telepathically. I do not believe you're talking to others. And turns back to you as that question. So I will try to relay what she is saying. She was afraid from the Goliath. You're afraid of the Goliath. So I should say the prosecutor says to you, if you're afraid of the Goliath, why did you attack the bard instead of him?
As far as I know, the spell component, once it is cast, it cannot be undone. By the time I was ready to use it with said Goliath to defend myself, this bard relieved me of that issue. Unfortunately, with the spell already cast, I needed to cast it somewhere. I don't know what the consequences are for not doing so. And seeing as how I did not want to use it in such a violent manner, of which that Goliath wanted to do to me, I did so in a way that I thought was light enough not to cause damage of a fatal kind. Not to mention the fact that halflings such as ourselves have a reputation of, how should I put it, with our sizes being like that of rabbits, that they made as such. And so I could not help but think that there was an ulterior motive on his behalf.
And the magistrate relays most of this out to the court. Vath steps forward. Magistrate, my understanding is Anna was raised in a fairly isolated area. This is part of why she's nonverbal. It is a trait of hers, her people, the way that she is speaking. But part of that also means that some of the social limits and social mores are not entirely known to her. The magistrate, not knowing the rules does not mean that you can't break the rules, but I will take it into consideration. Magistrate, she intended no great harm beyond embarrassment of the bard. And it is likely that as her group discovered this information the following day, she would have released the spell, presuming that was something that capable, or would have found people to do so. The magistrate sits for a few moments. Are there any other considerations to be heard?
Thanks, Woo.
The bard gets up. Magistrate, if I could speak with you for a moment, please. And steps forward and through some whispers, the magistrate kind of nods. And the bard moves back to his seat. Magistrate looks to Vath. Are there any outstanding tasks, anything at the Adventuring Guild? Nothing at present. There's a notice of kobolds, but nothing that would warrant the level of gold adventurers. Magistrate turns to the court. The rules of casting spells on other civilians are not new. This is not a situation of not knowing the limits of magic or spell casting or registrations within our society presently. It has never been permitted for others to cast curses or charms of this nature on other people. Finding that the individual receiving the curse could have, had it been ill-intended, could have done much greater violence to themselves or others. And that it was refrained to some, it kind of has to stymie a chuckle, self-enjoyment.
Get to me.
It still warrants repercussions. Typically, for a charge of this nature, I would set a 200 gold fine and 2 nights in prison. That said, the individual wronged has offered for a lower charge. He kind of gestures to him. And the bard says, I'll certainly take the gold. It would be a nice bonus for myself and the band since I was missing for half of the celebration. Indisposed. However, I do believe that Anna's concern that she was being played was genuine, and that I wouldn't have been targeted otherwise. I do vehemently reject that, but I understand. So, I don't believe prison time is necessary. So long as she and I might speak for a moment that she could offer an apology. And the magistrate turns to you, Anna. I am prepared to rule to this regard if that is agreeable to you. All right, so ordered. He takes an actual metal ball and clambers it onto the desk.
Ugh. Awake.
I'm going back to bed. The rest of you can sort the rest of this out. And he shuffles out through the door.
What was the verdict?
200 gold and an apology.
Oh.
Could have been a lot worse.
So, Vath comes over to you and assists you with removing the armor, if you will allow him.
I'd like to get it off myself.
Okay.
I
You
don't
begin.
want a halfling touching me.
No, Vath.
I don't want a half and half touching me.
Okay.
Wow, fuck you too.
So you kind of like jerk away from him, but you shuffle out of the armor and he takes it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got said that earlier. I hate it.
He also says to you, I will need to collect the 200 to deliver to Lascan.
I just take the bag and just throw it out and give a shit.
So he kind of takes the bag, takes a look at it, is like, hold on, and he like picks out, like he starts picking through. He begins picking up gold, and then he realizes there's a bunch of platinum in here. So he takes 20 platinum out of the bag and hands the rest of the bag back to you.
Cool.
He then gestures for you to come over to sort of the far table in the area, goes over to Lascan and delivers the platinum to him, and gestures to the table for him, and then he comes over to greet you. This is the bard. I understand how it could have looked. I was not intending to pursue you, lovely as you may be. And he kind of looks to you expectantly.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate that. It was not the worst punishment I've been through, but also this has all definitely been a bit embarrassing. I did want to say, I don't know if you're aware, I've met another like you, that speaks like you. It was a ways outside the capital. They were another halfling living in a small town in the outskirts.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
16.
16. He is stumbling over himself and trying to be gracious as possible, there does not seem to be any deception here.
When was this?
About 3 years back, before everything happened. But you're only the second that I've come across.
There shouldn't be another.
I thought maybe you'd want to know.
Where was it?
So,
the dungeon.
he pulls up.
That's nice, man.
He actually has a small map on him.
I'm the map.
So, on the outskirts of the capital, a little ways to the northwest, there was a small village. We were touring through, actually, on our way up toward Ironheim, and stopped through for a party. The town was just this side of the river.
Just this side of the river, and a small. Where's that?
With that, Anna's just gonna leave and go immediately to Zev's place to try and get ready to summon that fucking weird portal shit so she can get her things.
Okay, so you get up from the table, go to leave. Everyone else is in the gallery of the the thing.
I know, I said.
So you're going to Zav's parents' house?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just immediately upping and leaving with this information. I'm like, I gotta go. I don't say that. I'm just Irish goodbye. I'm going.
Okay. So Anna begins very rapidly moving out of the magistrate's office back down the road.
Start going after her.
So,
The fuck?
I've been rolling to see if I stay awake or not during this whole time. The past 2 rolls I did, I was able to keep myself awake. I just rolled a nat 1 though, so I've been passed out the rest of the time. So somebody's gonna have to wake me up if we're gonna go somewhere.
Get up.
We're going.
Okay.
Let's go.
So yeah, so right as Anna heads out the door, the rest of you kind of get up to start to follow her, and actually I'll have the rest of you roll perception.
Okay.
Oof.
Not red. But
Oh, okay.
No, that's cocked.
Perception, you say? Cock.
God damn it.
18.
18.
25.
Jesus. 9.
Right. Okay, so you get up and you make it almost all the way to the door before Eric realizes Red's not with you. And you turn around and you're the one who sees him still in the seats of the gallery. Just head down.
Oh, I'm gonna sneak up behind him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna actually are these pew seats?
Pew, pew.
Wooden,
Yeah, it's kind of like bench. Yeah.
Okay. So from underneath, I'm gonna reach and grab his boots, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
No. That's the worst idea you've ever had.
In a courtroom?
In a courtroom where we literally just had this trial. That's the worst idea.
Right, give me a second.
Why?
This is gonna take a second.
Oh.
And you think I'm the dumb one?
Pretty funny.
We didn't. No one told you were dumb.
Pretty funny.
So the two of you do.
I want a trial too.
The two of you do see him go over and head sort of and you're like, what the hell? So I'm assuming do you head over sort of toward?
Yeah.
So everyone else is kind of filtered out at this point. Vath is still up at the table. The other prosecutor and Lascan actually kind of looks around okay, and kind of finds a door and exits himself. As you sort of go under, Vath does look over and is like, what? As the two of you, I'm assuming, kind of come up behind Eric. And so you see Eric begin to... Burning Hands. Does that have verbal?
Let's see here. Yes. Verbal and somatic.
Okay. So you see him climb over, and you hear him starting to say some things and kind of gesturing his hands. both of you roll Arcana.
Oh God. I love you. Oh yeah.
It's a 1.
Actually, I'm gonna.
It's a 2. So close enough.
Arcana, you said?
Yeah.
For a total of 3.
You're tired. You didn't see it.
21.
Thank God.
21.
Because it was 8.
You,
Wait.
So that's a
10,
9,
11,
and then
12,
you
1, 2.
add your Arcana, so 17.
17, I'm sorry. I can't do math. 17.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hard.
at 17, you do realize that he's casting burning hands inside of a building, inside of magistrates, underneath the benches of the gallery.
Yeah, it's
pretty funny. If you would like to try to do something before he does, you can both roll initiative and see who goes first.
Oh God.
Don't
You know, if we're gonna delay this campaign, let's go with a fucking bang.
Delay it all the way.
Can't it? So what if I did counterspell? Would that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That, as a reaction, that would automatically. So
Okay.
you're
What I would like to
you're-
do
you're
because I
casting
don't
counterspell?
want him to frickin' do burning hand right
Okay.
now.
So Eric, as you're underneath this, you begin doing the incantation. Right as you finish.
Nice.
Or...
I can't even be mad at you for that one.
Wait, before I cast the spell real quick.
Counterspell is just a somatic. So you reach forward,
Yep.
but there's nothing on your hands as you grasp the backs of Red's boots.
Fuck.
Yeah. Vath looks and sees you. You can very easily tell. He knows you just cast Counterspell.
Yeah.
And he kind of like looks back and forth in the and he rushes forward. What are you doing? Like you, Eric, and you're just waking up. You got
Well,
jolted.
and I'm looking at Eric and going, "Are you a fucking idiot?"
I try to like grab him by the scruff of the neck and like drag him out.
We're gonna keep you in business.
like realize.
I don't need your help. There's
Shake him
plenty.
like a puppy.
What did I miss?
Nothing. You missed nothing.
Okay.
Please
Where'd everybody go?
go back to the inn, go to sleep, and find her. Cause I don't. Where is she going?
Don't.
So-
That's what we need to work on now. So let's all go see.
She's
Okay.
like, did the Mario
So-
start?
Red, you are like barely awake, like trying to find your footing as everyone else is kind of rushing. You're being pulled out the door
Just like steering you by the back of your
in
neck.
a mad dash.
I feel like
Do-
I
do
would
I-
be doing that.
Do
'cause
I
I'm
need to
pissed.
roll an athletics check to see if I trip over my heavy armor?
Sure. Go ahead.
or like Dahlia on one arm.
I rolled
and
a
just-
natural 20, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah. So
Nice.
you, as you're picked up, your feet kind of like almost come out from under you, and there's this like vroom. But something innate in your like having been a paladin and
Yeah.
having been through so many fights as you are, instinctually your
Yeah.
feet just know where
Know
to
to
go,
go,
catch
yeah.
yourself, and you're moving forward again.
Okay.
So, as you all exit the magistrate's office, this has been a few seconds here.
Where did Veers go? Was he like immediately after Anna?
So-
what did he do?
Yeah, that's a good point. Veers turned, saw what was happening, saw Anna go out, and then would have gone after Anna as well. So, yeah, as you all exit, make perceptions for the four of you.
Oh god. Well, this dice has been ass all night.
11.
Nat 20 for a total of 23.
Nice.
12.
Okay. You pick up Veers, you see him just sort of at the end of the block. He's like, Anna, and goes around the corner. So you see the direction he's going, which is not exactly in the direction of the inn.
That's towards my parents' house.
Yeah.
That
Anna
way.
has actually decided to pick. She's sort of heading through the path here, past the cathedral, going toward the house on the backside. So you've all sort of seen Veers go around this corner, and I'm assuming you're all kind of rushing after him.
Mm-hmm.
So Anna's doing sort of the spirited walk thing. Veers catches up to her. I assume the rest of you probably in, about a dash are trying to catch up to the rest of the group. I'll say you all get back together roughly by the time that Anna gets to Zach's parents' house.
What are you doing?
What are you doing as you arrive at the house?
I'm waiting until we get that place open so we can get
I
our
didn't
things
mean
and go now.
I don't know why that went.
Are you saying this to me?
Yes.
Oh. What are you talking about? What?
The invisible inn. I want in so I can get my things and leave.
And go where? Where are we going?
I need something to look out for, and then I need to go where we're supposed to. There's some business I'd like to attend to.
Oh, I'm confused. Alone, or you're not making much sense.
That shifty halfling said that there was another one like me, which is impossible. They were all wiped out.
Where?
West of where we're supposed to go. Near the Dreadmore.
That's west of where we're supposed to go.
Are you saying this to everyone or just Zav?
Just that.
Never mind.
Zav, what's she saying?
Is that where you want to go first?
Yes, now. Or as soon as I can enter in that thing so I can get my things and go.
Yeah, you do.
Zav, what's going on?
Listen, we're all exhausted.
Then go to sleep. I will get my things the second I can and I will go. I can meet up with you at the place that we're all supposed to.
Apparently there's another like Anna somewhere. And that's where she wants to go.
And Veer's eyes do go wide at this, and he looks back at you.
She does not acknowledge him.
So why did she come back to your place then?
To get her things and go.
If she gets her things here in town, she's going to have to register them. It's best to get stuff from the place when we're not in town, probably.
She doesn't intend to stick in town.
Well, I know that, but if any of the people that are watching the streets catch her with anything that isn't registered, they're going to arrest her again.
We need to leave town.
And if we call the inn here, they may see it.
Then I'll leave now and find a place to find the inn.
Where? Did she say where she was wanting to go?
West of where we're meant to... West of... Where was it? Graymore? Waremore?
Dreadmore?
Waymore?
So,
But that's west of where we're supposed to go.
Yes, it is west of where we're supposed to go.
Weymont.
Waymont.
yeah, so this area roughly was where Zybilna was indicating that the Thundering Irons were going to be within a day or two, because they're relocating to this area.
Mm-hmm.
This is...
Oh, by the river.
This is where...
Down by the river.
How far west?
Down by the river.
And would I kind of know like how far, like how like across the
Down by
Dreadmoors?
the
Does that
river.
take longer? Like how long of a journey is that?
So,
But, I mean,
have you indicated to Zav
Oh, true.
that this was like a small town outside the capital?
Yes.
Okay. The capital and any sort of suburban areas of it would be on the other side of the Dreadmoors, much, much further away from where you would be going.
Alphonse,
So,
we're right here, dum-dum.
would be probably about a week's travel to that location.
That'll take a week to get there.
By that time, the trail of the people she's searching for is likely going to be cold.
When did he see the person?
Years ago.
I understand wanting to go there right now. But if that lead was years ago, who knows if they're still there? The lead we have from Zybilna is real and here.
If there are other survivors, we'll find them. But it's not going to happen tonight.
I think we're headed the right direction.
We need to sleep. We'll hit the road
Stop
first.
talking. Then sleep it is.
Was that just to him, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
You just hear go.
And you do hear Veers cut off talking.
And she's just gonna walk away, find a place alone to sleep.
So are you not going back to Weymont Inn?
No.
Okay. Are you staying in town? Or are you
I'm sleeping outside.
outside in town? Outside of town?
Outside the house.
Outside my house?
Yep.
Okay, so
You're laying down in front of us?
Split.
so
I thought we were inside the house and I'm just leaving out the house and just...
No, I don't think we've gone
I think
inside.
this is all taking place outside the house.
Yeah, like on the
Yeah.
porch, basically. So we
Then
don't
I'll find an
disturb my
alley and
parents.
just sleep there.
so there's a space
I
like
like the idea of
between the
just laying
two.
down.
I go to sleep right here. Good night.
You kind of shuffle over
Sleep it is.
and like curl up like next to
Just
the house.
sit.
She shapeshifts into a shrubbery and falls asleep.
A shrubbery?
A shrubbery. Me.
Veers turns back to the group.
See Snake now.
She's not going to listen to me about anything right now. I think the best we can do, if we can convince her to come back to the inn, we can all head out first thing in the morning.
Or at least inside my parents' house. They'll be fine to have it there. If she wants to be away from the rest of us.
If it's okay, would you offer to have her in? We'll go back to the inn. We'll meet you there in the morning.
Of course.
Thank you.
You want me to try anything?
They seem to have the closer relationship right now. Let's give her some space.
I'll talk to her.
That is
Ears, you will not.
a kind offer. But
Kind offer, hand to the throat.
kind offer, but no!
Just all of a sudden you just see this. And Eric just.
I really want to say, because I'm slightly still pissed at him,
Mm-hmm.
I think you've done enough today.
What did I do? I was having a
Made her
lot
waste a
of-
third level spell slot.
First.
So Veers does begin walking back toward the inn. Head's a little low. There's sort of a resigned look about him. And he doesn't say anything else. He just makes his way back toward the inn. Yeah.
I'll run to catch up with him. Clang, 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 clang.
I'll follow.
Go on.
I'm going to bed too.
I'll see y'all later.
Zav, take care. Watch out for him.
Keep an eye on that one.
I'll try.
I will.
Eric, come on, Eric. Let's just
lad.
thank you.
And Zav will shuffle on around the corner. You know, you don't have to sleep in the alley like a stray.
I'm used to sleeping outside. I grew up with this.
Look, if you don't want to be around us, that's fine. We might all feel better though if you could at least go inside my parents' house. You could go over wherever you'd like there. They'd be happy to have you.
Immediately, I'm just like, fine, I'll find a place in the oven. But
Hells, take my bed. I'll go back to the inn.
no.
There's a very comfortable couch.
There's that very couch.
And you fit so well.
Yes, you'll have plenty of room.
It'd be a king size bed.
It will. they won't mind, truly. fuck off back to the inn if that's what you'd like. I don't have to stay here. Please?
She's gonna sit there for a moment. Quietly. She's just fuming. With everything. And she's just gonna get up. And walk up the stairs in the house, and then just park it on the floor where there was the magical secret inn, and just wait.
Fair. He'll actually bring you over a pillow and a blanket. If you change your mind, the couch is just that way. And I'll be around the corner.
She'll just nod.
Alright, well, that's that, I can suppose. Good night.
So, returning to the inn, the rest of the party. The walk back up the stairs. The evening's events have sobered Red and Eric, but all of us are completely drained. And Veers especially is kind of shambling along. Heads up the stairs, gets to the room, and comes back in. Kind of pauses in the doorway for a second, kind of looking around at the spaces where the conversation between Vath and Anna took place, between him and Anna took place. And then just meanders forward and falls into the bed. And you get the sense that he was going to take a third watch, and he's just not now.
Okay.
So.
I put the covers over Veers, and then I go to pass out myself.
Yep.
I get ready to cast Burning Hand. No. I'll take watch.
Okay.
I will go to sleep.
Okay. So, roll perception for me for the watch.
I shall roll perception for you, Brandon. I'm very perceptive. 17. 16.
16. Okay. So,
17.
He's like, wait, I read it.
I was like, no. Okay. So, you'd had most of a rest before all this went down, which is part of why you're a little more energized than everybody else. But you still need to sit and have that contemplative rest of the last of your watch. But this is now a little after 5 when everybody goes to bed, and it's 3 hours. So as you get into the later portion of your rest, you do hear the town waking up at around 6. You hear some movement, 6:30, 7. Plates downstairs start to clatter a little bit as people are getting breakfasts and that kind of stuff.
Oh, well. I'll go grab myself a little plate.
You can't go quite because you still have to do your watch is still part of your rest, so you have to kind of stay put. But it's when you can also adjust spells or learn items, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So,
do I, depending on when, do I lose or do I have the spell slot or do I gain the spell slot?
You get all of your spells back, so you basically achieve your long rest once that time period of your watch comes to an end.
Okay.
So that would be the downside. Is if you did go to like breakfast early or whatever, you'd have a point of exhaustion and would not recoup your
Yeah, I
your
don't
spells
want
and stuff.
don't. Bacon's not worth it.
So, yeah, the town begins to wake back up. There is more and more light coming in. That is an odd color for that. Right, there we go. That's a lot better.
Let's see. On Facebook?
So, as your watch ends, it's 8 o'clock, a little bit later, the rest of you begin to rouse. Everyone has achieved a long rest.
Hooray! And there was much rejoicing.
Hey,
Thank you.
Take a long rest. Confirm.
Zav rolled a strength check of 9.
I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I rolled earlier and didn't mean to on this thing.
I rolled earlier and ended up. It wasn't like the same ability, but I rolled the same. I rolled a 20 plus 6, and I just rolled a 20 plus 6.
Like a
A real manual one.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you much.
You're so welcome.
Hi. No, you're so welcome.
No, you're so welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, this isn't your home. You can't welcome me here.
I was saying, you're not there yet. So-
I practically live here. It's fine.
So everyone at the inn begins to wake up. Zav and Anna. So
We achieved our long rest, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So you went to bed. Definitely achieved your long rest.
And leveled up.
You did rest, correct? Okay. You did achieve a long rest. Almost fighting against it, you kind of in spite yourself with the exhaustion or everything that's happened, fall asleep. It is a little bit later for the two of you. It's more 8:30 going on 9 when the two of you are actually woken by your mother coming downstairs. Oh! Because she's surprised that Anna sleeping up against the wall.
Upright.
Okay, hello. This is Zav. Your friends here on the floor?
Yep.
Should I get breakfast started?
Hang on. He's gonna take a sec.
The second he gets close by, I'm just gonna say, mentally very tired. She talks loud. Do you know that?
I do. Do you want food? She's a great cook. Yes. Please, I'll help you.
The meatloaf!
Ma! Meatloaf! Fuck!
Thank you, dear. I would love that. And she comes down the stairs, still kind of like night shawl and everything, but right to the kitchen and steps in with you. The rest of the group rouses anything you want to do in the room before you head downstairs.
Where it happens. What the fuck? It was in the same pitch. Oh my god.
I don't think so.
I'm hungry.
Did Veers wake up with us?
Yeah, Veers is kind of rousing. He's still a bit quiet, but seems at least rejuvenated from his sleep.
I'll head over and I'll pat him on the back and be like, come on, let's get you some breakfast.
Feeling aroused and rejuvenated.
Oh my god.
And in spite of himself, Veers turns toward you and says, "Not as much as the bard was."
That was a great comment.
Good joke.
And then heads out with all of you. So packing up things and head downstairs.
Packing up things.
So
Downstairs.
as you all come to the first floor
Bacon. Let's get
of the inn, you find Florence sitting at one of the tables eating her breakfast. She looks up. Oh, you all slept in. What happened?
Don't ask.
And she kind of looks from like one to the other of you. was like, right. And just this recognition of like, I don't think I want to know.
Sure you still want to go on the adventure with us?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find a place outside of town to get our equipment and head towards Weymont. Weymont.
I've been there a couple times. Yeah, let's get some. She kind of waves over the bar and is like, and points to everyone, basically indicating like, because it's basically just a set of food. It's not really a menu to order from,
Yeah.
but ordering dishes for the rest of everyone who's come down. So,
How much is breakfast?
so as what's her name? Oh God, too many people. Nope, she's not on the list. The daughter of the innkeeper comes over with some plates. It's like, yours is all included. You know that.
Okay. Thanks.
Don't start with us. We're going to keep you fed whenever you're here.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Sets down the plates.
Where'd you learn to cook like this?
Well, my mother is mostly the cook, but I've picked up a thing or two here or there.
Your mother? Oh, that's so sweet.
Don't most people's mothers teach them to cook? Or...
Do they?
And she looks. I'm sorry. I.
Don't mind him.
What's her name?
Hold on. I do have it. It's another document.
Timesies.
What's her name, DM?
What's your name?
Kayla is the barmaid.
Kayla? Fuck you, Kayla!
The daughter of Mira, who is the innkeeper.
Where's she at? I'd love to talk to her and learn about her rich history.
The wanting to talk to Amira?
Yeah.
Amira's up at the bar.
Okay. Oh wait, what about Kayla?
Kayla's at your table.
Oh.
Serving you food.
Oh,
She's the one you were talking to.
oh, great. Okay. Well then, never mind. Okay. It's
good, bro?
lovely. It's lovely. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to test Brandon.
Got the notes here. Just wasn't going to necessarily look them up right now. Anyway, so you all have a meal, have had a long rest. Florence has rejoined the group here. You all woke up just a little bit later, but cook up a meal with your mother. It does seem as though this is probably when you'll be heading out of town.
Yep. I'm gonna break the news to my ma. We're likely leaving town again today.
So soon?
We got a lead on something personal and need to follow it up.
Okay, I understand. Can you... The woman... I don't know her name. She contacted us to tell us that you were okay when you were gone for so long. Is that something others could do? Or I don't suppose it's something you could do.
Maybe. If we got our hands on sending stones. Are those outlawed here too?
Well, it's not necessarily that things are outlawed, to my understanding, but I don't know how valuable sending stones are, if they want them, or if people will be allowed to keep them. As a cleric, sending is a spell.
It is?
Yes. Help! Is the third level.
What?
You get there?
Yeah.
Dropping shit left and right.
Oh my god, I would need to prepare it, but yes.
Yeah, which I'll let you like retcon like what spells you want from the long rest.
You're so great.
So.
Oh, I wasn't even using all my spell slots anyway. There you go. Listen.
Come along, Betsy.
Right?
Well,
You'd make a great King Arthur.
actually could.
You would make a great
It would be my voice and not
I want to
the
play
weird woman's.
That would be
Sir.
lovely. Just
The one.
to hear from you from time to time.
The one that
I don't
sings
think
the
it'll be to
duet
your
with.
skin, but-
That
Song
would
goes like
be
this.
preferable.
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
I'd rather not go too
Galahad.
years.
I want to play that.
Who knows?
Check in as best you can, please.
Now what do we? That's very
Yeah.
high for me.
Your father's actually, he's kind of coming, something down. Oh, shit. Late again, sorry, I've got to get running or whatever.
Dad,
Yeah.
I'm leaving today. Leaving town.
How long do you think you'll be gone?
It's hard to say. I mean, we're not going far, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take us.
Take care, watch out for your friends, and have them watch out for you.
They do. I'll be able to check in more, I think.
He kind of leads in. Your mother would really appreciate that.
Just talked about it. Clap on the shoulder.
Well, he kind of like, he wants to like extend this moment, but he's also like, shit, I'm an hour late getting to the Smithies because they overslept.
He is gonna give me a hug though.
Yeah,
I mean,
but yeah, after the compliment photo, he kind of like pulls you in, gives a hug. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon.
I'm sure. Take care of her.
Right, and Lena comes. Dear, do you want to play? Like, I can't. I gotta run. He like rushes out and like, not intentionally, but the door slams shut as he like leaves and rushes out of the house.
Very used to that.
I swear he oversleeps more and more than not these days. But I will say it's nice waking up and he's still there sometimes. I used to go in so early. We'll look forward to hearing from you, and hopefully with some luck we'll see you again very soon.
I think so. Hug her too.
So gathered up and traversing to the inn to regroup.
There, it's not bound to my parents' house, you know.
Yeah, the group calls the inn wherever you are. So, okay, so you head back to Boar's Head. Everyone there has finished their meal because this is a bit about 45 minutes to an hour later for everyone else. So they'll come in. Florence is sitting with everyone at the table. They've finished their meals.
Well, let's head out, I guess.
There we go. The group gets up, puts their things together. As you converse out of Springbrook, several people notice you, give waves. Most everyone is unaware of the various legal proceedings of the last night. They are remembering you as twice over saviors of the town and waving happily to see you. Many presuming you're heading toward the guild hall. But as you move further past the gates, the guards sort of nod to you, step back, and you're able to pass through and begin heading out into the wilderness.
Try some.
The guards kind of look at each other and back to you. Is he...
And I'm just gonna tell them, seriously, don't mind him.
Thanks for doing your job, boys.
I'm just gonna mentally say to one of us we passed by, he was dropped on his head as a child.
What the? What? And he's like looking around trying to figure out who's in his head. And the other guard turns up. What's going on with you? It's like, something just spoke to me.
God.
The faithful aid!
Something just happened.
So, head away from town a little ways.
Yes.
Did you want to establish a connection here? Find a tree, find something. Okay. So, how far from the town do you want to go before you establish this?
Enough to where I can't see it.
Okay. So, I would say you kind of survey the surroundings of the town, and there's some like hill areas. So it only takes about half a mile before you're able to get over the crest of a hill, so the line of sight from the town would not be able to see where you are.
Okay.
So you kind of look around and looking for a tree. Okay. You kind of look around trying to find a large enough tree. There does seem to be a large, rather old ash tree. It seems well established. That you walk over to and sit down in front of. Do you say anything, or you just start your process?
Just start the process.
Okay. So the rest of you are kind of find that Anna goes off the trail a little bit, and then sits down in front of a tree.
That's Anna.
Seems like she's doing druid things.
No, well, I knew she wanted her things, so. What you doing there? Things?
Not responding. Busy.
So you can see she goes cross-legged, sitting in front of the tree.
Yeah.
So cross-legged, eyes kind of shut, and her hands are sort of held out to the tree a little bit. Veers kind of looks as like, it's not the inn. Not sure what this is. This is new. But I guess give her a moment.
How are you doing?
Ask me again later.
Okay, Magic 8 Ball.
5 minutes later.
How you doing?
One eternity. That's
Anna, this new sense of power that has come into you connects through the tree at first. But from that, you begin to feel spreading of energies through the roots into the grasses beyond. And then it's like there's a rush of energy outward. And from where you are, you can only sense the particular other trees and forest around. But you get a sense of the interconnectivity of these plants.
Cerebro.
Yeah, cool.
And after the minute passes, you feel acceptance
Cerebro.
from this tree towards you. And you establish the link to it.
I love you, Twee.
And Tree says, hey.
Sup, girl?
Not this one.
Fucking tree.
So you get back up. You are also outside in the town. As you stand back up, Veers will venture. Do we want to call the inn now, or do we want to wait until the long rest? It's about a day and a half travel to Weymont, if that's where we're going. It's longer if we're heading west. And he turns to you, Anna. He's like, I think it's up to you.
We go north.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be safer at night to call it.
So one more day with the items as we have them, then we'll
Sounds good to me.
retrieve.
One day more.
So you begin your trek
You get our way.
Yep.
Up north.
northbound. It'll take you slightly past. There's a lookout tower. This is a space that is sometimes, well, in your previous experiences with it, those who have traversed through this area, sometimes it is staffed, sometimes it is not. You're not sure in this new era what might be there. But it's sort of a waypoint between Springbrook and Weymont. That would be the half day, and then it is another full day from that to Weymont. So if you did the full day's travel, you would wind up somewhere here. We will pick back up with the travel in the next session.
Yep.
Woo!
Oh, what the heck? Do you have a band-aid?
Whoa!
What did you do?
I don't know. I just scratched myself.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh,
And I'm like
Jesus.
bleeding on my leg.
Oh.
And with that,
Yeah. So
You
I am
okay?
going to stop
yeah,
the
he's
Yeah.
okay. I
stream
don't
here.
know what